G'day guys, welcome back to the Kendall Forge. So we're inside today, it's the weekend, and I thought we'd do a little bit of hand engraving. Not on a touch mark, it'll be on a hilt that I've been making for a sword. It's been a long-term project that I've been working on and figured I might as well get around to doing something on it, I guess. And let's do a bit of hand engraving. So, yeah. Alright. Let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna do a few practice bits first. And do commitsits. So this is the hilt. Alright, we're gonna be doing some engraving, something that won't mark it. We're gonna do some engraving around the edge here. Kind of thing. Please excuse the kids, they're a bit noisy today. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace around this. Like that. Alright, now we'll flip it over. We'll do the other side. The engraving is going to be on two sides. What we're thinking is, I don't know if you can see them. Yep, cool. Alright, so what I'm thinking is just doing something simple, and we might fix that bit up, and we might just do somewhat of a triangular type bit. If I can get this damn texture to work. Something. Man, I've got a shaky hand at the moment. It's not exactly helping. Alright, so it'll just be something simple. Just to make it look a little bit fancy. Bring that down to a nice point, like so. Alright, and then we'll come over to this side. Right angle there, and a bit of curve there. Right. Okay, so that's basically it. So we'll do the same on this one. Imperfections in handmade work makes it look handmade. So, alright, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be working on this line here. Alright, the inside line. And then, yeah, we might just do that a few times going down, just so we've got a bit of practice in. Because last thing we want is to stuff that up. I've put a lot of work into that. Like, seriously, look how clean that is. It's beautiful. Perfectly symmetrical. Yeah. I love it. And it's the best hilt I've ever made. But anyways, righto, let's get into it. So, little chisel that I made, just out of a bit of a leaf spring, just cut slithers out, kind of thing, so it's just cut nice and thin and then shaped it down to a nice point. So yeah, you basically take a little hammer. This is, what is it, I think it's about 1 pound, if that. So we'll just kind of line him up on a line here. And you just tap, tap, taparoo. It doesn't take much to, you know, I'm barely hitting it. And it's just enough to remove the metal and chisel it out. See how it's been chiseling it out? Go on a bit. And yeah, all you do is you just keep taking your time and I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of self-control. All I feel like doing is really smacking it with this hammer. Alright, now as we come up to this corner, it's going to be a bit tricky because we've got to go around curve. And flick that bit out. I might come from this other side. Trying to meet up with that one. Alright, there we go. Very gently, little taps. Alright, we'll come up to this one. And if you have it too far up, you're going to go too deep. So if you have it too far down, you're just going to skip straight up and off. So you got to find that sweet spot, so to say. Now, I only started getting into this whole hand engraving bit when I made my touch mark. So this is the first real practice that I've really had. So I reckon that's turning out alright. So yeah, it's pretty time consuming, very delicate work, but hey, you gotta try different things, try new things. Alright, let's just see if we can kind of tidy it up a bit without the hammer. Just run it through, just kind of, you know, follow the lines, just run that chisel through it. Whoop. Okay. That's why you always do practice bits. Now I'm practicing this in mild steel. It's 50mm by 10mm thick. So it's quite a soft steel. So we should be pretty good in that aspect. Mild steel's good for practicing on. So I'll wipe them lines off so you can see. There we go. And yeah, we'll working there. I'll bring the camera around a bit so I can see it. There we go. Just working them lines there a bit. Now they're probably, I don't know, half a mil, not even that deep. So it's just enough to give that line a bit of a, you know, fancy type bit. That nearly fell on my foot. That would have hurt. So there you go. Hand engraving with chisels that I made. Good fun. Yeah, I'll see you shortly when I start doing it on the hilt, I guess. So with the powers of editing, I'll see you right now. So we're back, and I've done a bit of practicing. A couple of them turned out alright. This is the latest one. This one here. Well, actually, those two are the latest ones. So that was my fourth attempt. That was the first one I did while you guys were watching. And then this one here, I did after that, and oh my god, it just sucks. Like, very inconsistent. You can see where I basically started. I'd chisel away, and then you can see where it lifted. So I started again. And where I started again, it went deep, and then it came back up. So, very dodgy. But these two, this one here, my third attempt, I found nice long strokes at it. It got it. So I was like, alright, that looks better. So my fourth attempt, I started right here. And I never took the chisel off. It just kept going, 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 going. Got to the corner, chiseled my way around the corner, and then I brought it along, chiseled my way around the corner again, and then just straight down like this. I got to about here at the point, and I just flicked it to take the bit off, and just flicked it, and the two lines weren't joining up. So I just took the chisel. It was the only time I lifted the chisel and restarted, and that was just to touch up this little corner. And I reckon it turned out alright. So, with that, so you can see that. I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but that was my best one there, right there. I reckon it turned out awesome. So, as I said, with that, that's going to get put aside. And we're actually going to get to work on that. So, there I go again. So, it's all I ever seem to say, isn't it? Ah well. A friend of mine reckons I should be going, so yeah, nah. How many drinks do you reckon that would be? Every time I say that. Anyways, we're here to make YouTube channels, not get people drunk. Right. YouTube channels. YouTube videos. Anywho's. Alright. Let's get back into business, shall we? So we'll angle you down and tilt you. There we go. Now I reckon we might start on this bit here first. So we'll set him in the vise. like so. Get him sort of flat. And close up the soft jaws. Like that. Alright. Basically, all they do is stop the actual work from being damaged by the vice. You could probably achieve the same thing with a rag or whatever, but I had a friend cut these up for me out of some scrap wood, and he brings them around and goes, use these in your vice, then you won't have to worry about damaging your work. I said thank you, and I've been using them ever since, and I'll tell you what, he was right. You barely damage your work. So I'm going to outline this just freehand. I suppose that'll do. I can see where it is. Can you see where it is? Give us a thumbs up if you can see where that is. Anyways. Yep, chisel's still sharp. Yeah, I really don't like that. Really don't like that. What can I use to clean it? Gets that off. Gets the oil off it. Metho. That'll work. Alright. Back in a minute. Okay, so we're back. Got the metho, or methylated spirits if you want to be technical, but here in Australia we just call it metho, or white lightning. Don't ask me why they call it white lightning, because to be honest I can't tell you. Alright, so we'll wipe that down with that. Hopefully that'll get rid of all the body oil. And yes, I repositioned the camera. So, right. Let's close that up. Last thing we want is to get high on the scent of that. As I said, we make YouTube videos, not get people drunk. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, there we go. That looks a lot better. Oh, wow. Why didn't I think of doing that before? Right, anywho's. Chisel. Hammer. Alright. Cross fingers. Touch wood. That we don't stuff this up. Well, I'm so nervous, eh? I'm not one to get nervous real easy, but wow, I'm nervous. Actually, I don't like the look of that line. So, let's redo that line. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop the video, draw this out, and then get back to yous. Little break, because I had a phone call from my mum. So I had to take that, because I'm a mummy's boy. But while I was on the phone, I decided to go and grab the sword that we've been making. And that's it there. Quite long actually, as you can tell. You can probably hear it hitting the floor. And it comes up to my chest. So it's quite a decent sword. You know, like you can see the fuller in there, and whatnot all the way down. That's made out of spring steel. Alright, so we've got this marked out. I'll bring you down now. Got that marked out. I don't know if you can see it too well, but I got it nicely marked out now. It actually looks quite nice. So what we're going to look at doing is, before Jess finishes cooking dinner, is might as well start chiseling this out, I guess, and kind of engraving it. So where do we want to start? No, we'll start from down here. And we'll just kind of tap it down along, and then we'll do the corner, come down, do that corner, and then follow it all the way around, and we should get a nice sharp point there, I reckon. Hopefully, if all goes well and the creeks don't rise. So we'll get myself comfy here. Hang on. Mouthful of coffee. Dribble it all over myself. Good on you, JJ. Anywho's. Oh, bloody coffee. Gotta love it. Alright. So. Beautiful. That actually turned out a lot better than I thought. So we'll take this out of here. And I'll give it a quick wipe up, some metho, so it takes that ink off it. There you go. Got a bit of engraving. Quite pretty, I reckon. I don't think it went quite deep enough just here, so we may look at just going back along that line there, that top line, and just kind of clean it up a bit. I might actually do that to the whole lot, but I reckon it's going to look good once it's done. So we'll chuck that back in there and tighten him up. And we'll give that one more go, eh? See that in there? Bring it up nice and close for you. There you go. Now, where's that chisel gone? There it is. Alright, so you can see where, just in here, I was having a bit of trouble there with the corner, but as I said, once we start hand sanding it and whatnot, we should be able to clean that up quite nicely, and you won't see it. So, but no, well, there you go. That's hand engraving. Very tedious and slow going work, but that's all it is. And I reckon I'm doing alright with it. You know, it's interesting. It's something new. So, and it's a step back from what you're normally used to. You know, swinging a hammer as hard as you can at some hot steel. In this instance, you're tapping a hammer against a piece of cold steel, and yeah, just having fun, I guess. So, anywho's, I won't hold you up anymore. I'm gonna go and have some dinner now and keep plodding along with this. So, yeah, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next episode. Cheers!